I want to hold my mother and never let her go again.
When the war broke out on October 7, I was just sitting here calling my cameraman to come to Deir Balah, as we had planned to film a story about date picking season.
Hi, my name is Nagham Mohanna. I was in Gaza City when the war broke out in the 7th of October.
My name's Thomas Helm. I'm Jerusalem correspondent for The National, and I was here at Jaffa Gate in the Old City when the war broke out on October 7th.
The moment that I will never forget in this war is when Israeli army targeted my neighbor's home. These homes where at least 10 people were killed in this Israeli airstrike.
The Thursday is the day that I used to go, me and my sisters together in my parents' home. All what I want now is to have one Thursday day, to have it again and to live it again.
I just want to go back to that day and to live it, each day, each moment of it. Gathering with my parents, to go and I want to hold my mother and never let her go again.
Emotionally, it's been exhausting. It's important to get breaks. It's also been extremely difficult to see the worst of what's happening. There's obviously extremely horrible, violent, traumatic footage from Gaza, but I'd say there's also another type of horrible footage, which is seeing the human suffering of people in the West Bank, the displacement of communities. This might not be horrifically violent, but it's awful to see families uprooted.
As I have a family and father of 4 children, I am always under huge pressure on how balance between work and taking care of my family. Whenever I go to the field, I always try to stay focused, but my mind often wanders toward my children and my family, and fear something might happen to them while I am at work.
I was alone. I was the producer, I was the reporter, I was the driver. It was only me. So it was challenging for me to do all of that work by myself, and at the same time to protect my children and to be with them, because any bombing could happen. I have to be with them. I have to be sure that they are safe. Sleeping was not good because overnight there is bombing, and all what you are thinking about that, you don't want to wake up and to see a horrific scene.
Throughout the war, many journalists have embedded with the Israeli military. It's currently the only way that you can get into Gaza as a foreign journalist. There's obviously plenty of Gazan journalists still in the Strip, but anyone else has to go in with the military. I haven't done that. They're controversial. But I have spoken to the military in other areas, particularly up north. The experience is an interesting one. It gives you a sense of what soldiers are thinking, of what officers want you to think. And obviously the messaging is always that Israel is ready, Israel's prepared to fight, Israel will win. But when you speak to soldiers and serving personnel or people who have served throughout the war in an unofficial capacity, the message can be, not always, but can be different. I think some soldiers are angry that they are taking on such a burden as reservists. They're away from their families for a long time. There's a great deal of economic uncertainty. Businesses are shutting down that they might own. And also they're facing, particularly if they're in Gaza, personal risks.
it's difficult for me to forget, like seeing the children without heads, and also seeing the bodies of people under the rubble, and their relatives and their families are not able to pull them out and mourn them.
Most of my beloved things is still in Gaza. And when I came here, I started from the beginning. But I don't want to make like memories here. I want my memories to be revived in Gaza.